Hello housemates and welcome back to more Diablo 3. As you can see, we are here with Geralt and we are close to level 35, which as you'll recall is one of the season journey requirements for chapter 1. I have all the others. I have a socket and a gem in an item, or a socketed gem in an item. I've done, last time we met, I did the kill Skeleton King and kill Magda requirements. So now we just need to go up 4, well, basically 3 more levels. That should not take long. You can see that I look a bit different now than I did before. I got a sword rather than a shield, and I look kind of like some sort of weird robot now, right? My skills now, I'm still sticking with Slash, just to get used to using it. I've got Blessed Shield, so that it's set up to stun. I've got Divine Verdict, so that blind enemies take more damage. I've moved to Phalanx, or I've acquired another active ability here. I'm doing Phalanx Bowman, which is my favorite to do for the Crusader. I have Laws of Valor still, and Frozen in Terror for the rune, so that when I activate it, I might stun enemies around me. And I have Heaven's Fury on my Conviction skill. I think I'm going to change this to Akarat's Champion and go with Firestarter. My passive skills, I still have Heavenly Strength because I'm using a two-handed sword with my shield. I have Fanaticism so that the slash attack is 15% faster, and I have Holy Cause so that the damage dealt by my weapon is increased by 10%. And also, I get some life back. Alright, so that being said, let's try and get these last couple levels out of the way and see what the Chapter 2 season voyage requirements are like. So, what have we here? Axgor, Lash, Gom. Alright, this one seems like it's pretty straightforward. Let's clear some bounties out of the way. Hopefully you will have seen my various set dungeon coverage. I did some wizard stuff in my last couple videos. I did Delsair's dungeon and the Talrasha dungeon. I came close to completing the Talrasha's dungeon. The only problem I've faced so far is just not getting bitten by those rockworms, which is pretty hard. On the last couple videos, you will have noticed that I did not have any commentary. I apologize for that. My mic was just not working, or actually I was using a different mic, and the setup was not what I was accustomed to, and so it just didn't come out right. But I did leave some annotations in those videos, so if you refrain from watching them because they lacked commentary, you can go back and I'll talk about my thoughts on the particular dungeons and how I changed my setup in annotations, so you can find those during the mostly earlier parts of the videos. So here we are doing some bounty stuff. I have, with this character, gone to Grey Hollow Isle. Did not record that. We will go back and look at Grey Hollow Isle with this character at some point in the near future, so that those of you who have not yet seen that content can see it. Now, my general sense of that, the story behind that new area, is that there's some wizard, generally weird dude, that went there to research and became obsessed with the island, with its wildlife, and became obsessed with them to the point that he wanted to protect them and make them better so they could protect themselves. And so he ends up doing all sorts of weird experimentation, magical experimentation on them. And we get this through the journals of this crazed hermit, and also through the logs of some shipwreck survivors who slowly go mad and or are killed. And we learn that this, oops, I didn't mean to do that. We learn that this hermit has been killed many times and yet does not seem to stay dead. So that is, of course, until we show up, being the Nephilim. We're used to dealing with things that continue to come back over and over again, and we managed to find a way to keep them down, at least for a little while. So, I don't know. There are only, it's a single area, and then from my first go-through of it, 2 dungeon-type areas. Maybe there's more to it than that. I just got a fairly sparse, random generation of it. But there was mostly just a little bit of story there and some new enemy types, and that's all I saw. But as I said, we will go back there and see if anything new shows up when we explore it together. Alright, so I'm at level 32, 3 levels to go. Completing bounties is a good way to get experience pretty fast. You get experience for each individual bounty that you finish. And then of course, at the end, you get a bunch of experience when you do all of them, or when you go to Tyrael and say, hey look, I did all the stuff you wanted me to do, in addition to getting lots of nifty loot, you also get lots of XP. We could also, of course, be doing Nephilim Rifts, but I've opted for this way of going. Because we are mainly focused on XP, I am going to kill lots of stuff, because that's how you get the XP. Ooh, I hear a treasure goblin. My favorite type of treasure goblin is the blood thief, because it just drops a ton of blood shards. And those are very useful. You get, especially once you hit some of the higher torments, you will get hundreds of blood shards from a single treasure goblin. And of course, 15 of those can pay off to get you a super awesome set item that you've been looking for. Now, it's not incredibly likely that that will happen, but it can happen. This guy is dying very quickly. Sadly, he has not led us to the domain of greed, but you can't expect that to happen very often. I think in Season 4, across all of my characters, I went to Greed's Vault about 4 times? Yeah, that sounds about right. It's 4 times in the entirety of Season 4. And granted, I did get a lot of gold from having done so. If you pay attention when I'm playing my non-seasonal characters for the set dungeon, you can see that I have like 350 million gold, something in that order. And that's not because I ground out a lot of rifts, although I did do a little bit of that. That is almost exclusively from Greed's domain. So the bounty that we're currently doing is one of the clear out bounties, where you go into a dungeon, and if it has a level 2, you go down to that level 2 and kill all the enemies. I really don't like the clear out bounties. I find them to be kind of annoying, but I guess it's one easy way to generate bounties, one easy type of bounty to think of. There are some, as we've seen, newer bounties where you will find a portal to a particular area and then have to do some quest within that area, sometimes cleanse a chest, sometimes kill a certain amount of a number of enemies within a timer. And I ran into a kind of irritating one of those with this character while I was leveling up from 18 to 31, and it was when we had to kill 6 burrowers in the time allotted, which was like 4 minutes, and they constantly run away from you. And they disappear, and then you have to go start beating on another one. And it's just really annoying if you're a melee character, if you're a character that doesn't have a lot of stun ability. And of course, at low level, I don't have a lot of ways to keep people from running away. At a higher level, I would be able to just do a lot of damage or keep them still, but it was irritating. I'm just generally not a fan of enemies that mostly run away. Alright, we're almost done with this bounty. We're gonna do some exterminating here. And we're done. So, let's just move on to the next one, Forged in Battle, which we've done before with this character. We're gonna go down and we are going to protect Ironsmith Maldonado while he, makes some swords or something. Working right next to the lava, out of which will come numerous skeletons. Yeah, I like phalanx archers because it gives me a ranged attack while I do my own melee stuff as the Crusader. And of course, you can eventually get some item buffs that allow your your phalanx things to stick around forever. But then of course, you just have tons and tons, or not forever, until they die. And then you just have tons and tons of summoned critters helping you, archers, whatever. If you don't pick the archers, you can pick one of the other ones. And I just think that's fun. I like pet builds in general when they are possible. Alright, let's get rid of these soul rippers. Dire crack. Man, don't get hooked on the dire crack. That's even worse than regular crack. Alright, we are moving, I think, towards our goal here. It's taking me the long way around to do it. Alright, let's do this chest. Slay all enemies before the timer ends. That's going to be pretty easy. And those are good to do because they're a good burst of XP, which are fairly easy to do. I remembered that I have a socket in this weapon, so I'm going to put an emerald in there. Whoa, there's a whole pile of skeletons here. Not for long. One thing I've noticed is in these little call-out things, they have removed the call-out for killing a lot of enemies in one shot. They still have the massacre one, they still have all the other ones as far as I can tell, but no longer when you, with one hit, kill like 40 enemies or whatever. I mean, I don't feel a particular way about that. I just noticed it while I was down in the Rakkus dungeon thing, is whatever they're called. Another treasure goblin. Also, sadly, no portal. I've noticed a rune change for one of the Crusader skills, which I will talk about when we have a little bit of a chance here. You're now only 2 levels away from 35. I think we should definitely get that before, or perhaps before, but definitely by the time we've completed the bounties here in Act 3. And here we go, Ironsmith Maldonado, standing around with all the lava. I mean, I guess that's necessary. Is this lava or is this all molten metal? Because it seems like this is the same color as this, and it's feeding directly in to the forge there with the blade-shaped things. So if this is all molten metal, that would be pretty cool. They would never run out of sword material, although there apparently is only one guy working down here. Not very efficient.
My rock is broken.
I'm not sure if he can actually be attacked. I just think you have to kill a certain number of skeletons, or kill skeletons for a certain amount of time. I think the only way you can lose this is if you die. There are some quests in Diablo where not necessarily you fail them if someone dies, but you don't get as much of a reward for it. There's one in the swamp area. Alright. 2 down. Let's go kill the fart monster. Oh, as I said, there is a skill that I think they changed something on. Where was it? Not here. Oh, consecration. Bed of nails. I don't remember that one from before at all. Maybe it was there, I just don't remember, but I feel like this wasn't there before. And it says the consecrated ground becomes covered in nails, dealing your thorns damage every second. So this is something that we'll want to pay attention to since we are headed towards a thorns heavy build when we get the set reward for completing the season journey. So that's something for us to keep in mind for the future. Sorry if there was a knocking noise. My headphone cord was right by my microphone. So that would explain any weird noise that you heard during the beginning of this recording. One enemy that I was happy to see in the Grey Hollow Isle area was Sasquatches. You can go fight Squatches. So, you know, if you like big feet, or actually if you hate big feet, you can go to Grey Hollow Isle and beat up on them. Alright, we are almost at level 34. We will definitely hit 35 before we complete all of the quests for this, or all the bounties for Act 3 here. One more level to go. What's up, dude? You lying down on the job?
I trapped some huge demons in the next room.
Really?
I'm praying the doors will hold.
The demons that are actually like able to break through doors? Is that what you trapped in there? I'm not sure how that works, but whatever. I'll chop them up for you. That's what I do. And you're dead.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
With you around,
I'm pretty
I
great.
just beat these demons after all.
I've always found it slightly... I've always found it slightly implausible that the soldiers of Bastion's Keep could do anything against demons at all. You see them out there in the battlefield, you know, not immediately and constantly dying. I'm just like, no, I think they would immediately and constantly die. I find Captain, whatever his face is, who you meet in a couple quests, Hale, Captain Hale, I find his existence entirely implausible. And his attitude is very strange. I don't know, maybe he's a Nephilim too, and he just doesn't know it. Hasn't developed his powers. That would be an explanation for why he's not dead yet, even though he does stupid, crazy stuff. Alright, Gama's gonna get chopped down super quickly, as you can see. But this won't take long. Vomit on me all you want, dude. I get gross demon bodily fluids vomited and sprayed on me from chopping demons up all the time. Yep. Bye-bye. Ooh. Legendary bell. I'm all full up, apparently. Let's see what this is. Alright. Slash attacks in all directions. Alright, so that works with the ability that we're using right now. Now, obviously, this is only a level 34 item, so we will get rid of it fairly quickly, but we will get rid of it in terms of not wearing it. We will keep it around so that once we get our Heraldric Cube in order, we can turn this into one of our unique item enchantments to keep on us all the time. Because since Slash is one of the abilities that is worked into the Thorns of the Invoker set, I want to gear towards that. We are omni-slashing, which is, of course, a shout-out or a reference to Final Fantasy VII and Cloud's ultimate attack, something to that effect, omni-slash. Alright, so let's just get rid of the blue and gray stuff and then see if any of the other stuff is an improvement. Nope. 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 put this on because it's got a socket. Nope, nope. Yes. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay. And let's put a ruby in here to increase our strength yet further. Head back in. So we're going to collect the rest of our loot, this little bit here, and then we're going to continue on to the next two bounties. I'm pretty sure by the end of this next bounty, we will have level 35. But we will still do the last one. Yeah, slash attacks in all directions. I can just get in the middle of people and go, "Blah!" Die. Die, scorpion-looking, torn-up people creatures. Right, here is Axgorp for our killing pleasure. He died super fast. That took like no time at all. Here's some succubi. Chop them up quickly. We didn't even let them get a frozen burst off. I'm happy with that. So now we just need to kill a couple more people. Okay, we won't quite get it before the last bounty. That's fine by me. Alright, let's... No, I don't want to deal with you. I just want to go here so we can kill Lash.
Against uncommonly clever enemies who cannot be bested with teeth and claw.
So he was just talking about the hulking phase beast. They are, especially in later difficulties and on hardcore, very dangerous because they can hem you in fairly efficiently. And that's what that will really get you on hardcore. When you are prevented from escaping, when you get cornered, because you only have your cooldowns on your potion and on your healing skills. They may not be short enough to save you if you're really getting mobbed. So that's why you have to build slightly differently for hardcore. Because you have to account for genuine escapes. Because if you die, it is a big deal, obviously. I am tempted to crank the difficulty up a little bit. We're having a pretty easy time here on hard, and if we can handle it, going up to the next difficulty level would let us progress through the levels faster. Alright, 6 more enemies to go. We are more than halfway to level 35. Or I should say more than halfway through level 34. Alright, and this will get it for us. Alright. Kill these dudes. Wherever I see a resurrecting shaman creature, I must destroy it, because I hate them so much. Right, now let's just clear our path of bad guys so that we can head back without being harassed. And let's go. What's up, Tyrael?
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Finished.
Oh, so close. A little bit, like 8,000 XP off. So we'll have to do a little bit more. We got some set plans. Of course, the set plans that you get from these are not that great. They are not like legendary, or wait, what's the epic level, something like that. You know what I mean. So you will almost never use these. At least that's what I've found. All right. Maybe? No. 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 No, I'm just gonna get rid of all this. Frankly, your equipment doesn't matter that much until you're at level 70, so don't stress over it. I could replace my gems, but again, that also doesn't matter that much right now. Right now, it's just about getting up to 70 and getting the season journey accomplishments out of the way. All right, so let's just go out into the Arrakis Crossing and get the last little bit of XP we need. Let's break a lot of stuff too. All right, bad guys. I don't need there to be many of you. Obviously, keeping up the shoutouts, there we go, can also help you to go up levels faster because they give you bonus XP, as is noted right there once the shoutout actually happens. All right, let's get rid of them, get them out of our way. We are now at level 35. We got some new passive skills and whatnot. Let's head back into town. I could have just gone to the waypoint. Okay, so we have finished chapter 1. Now we are on to chapter 2. Let's look at what they are. Build me up Buttercup, craft an item at the blacksmith, complete a Nephilim Rift on hard. You can see that if you do them before you actually unlock them, see it says it's locked. It just means that you can't see what you need to do. It doesn't mean that you can't complete those achievements, because obviously we just unlocked chapter 2, but we completed our Nephilim Rift on hard much earlier. So you can just do everything that you would normally do as you're playing through, and sometimes you will complete some of these in advance. Fully equip one of your followers. I've been negligent about that. Raise the blacksmith to 10, raise the jeweler to 10, raise the mystic to 10. Find Kanai's cube, reach level 60, kill Gom at level 60 or higher on hard, kill Isuel at level 60 or higher. So this one's going to take us a while to get to. We are at level 35, which means we have slightly fewer than 30 levels before we can attempt these two and complete that one. What we can focus on is leveling up our artisans, getting Kanai's cube, and equipping my follower. So we can get this out of the way right now. In fact, we could make a bunch of items and equip our follower. So maybe we should do that. Let's go to the blacksmith. Let's do that. Are any of these better than what I have? Not really. I'm gonna just make all the stuff to put on my follower. I think I'll be able to make everything. So he can use one-hand weapons and shields. Let's just go ahead. Oh, wait, I can't use that until level 40. So do I have any spears that he can use, since that's thematically appropriate? Spears are actually rather hard to come by. There are not many of them. Okay, so we're just gonna make him this. No, that's a two-handed sword. Don't do that. Wait, that is... Oh, sorry, that's an axe. Bull. I can't read. Fist weapon, flail. We'll give him a flail. I think he can use those. So let's craft that. Let's craft him... actually, what can he use? So he needs a weapon.
No.
Only one-handed. Okay, so he can use everything one-handed except flails, because that's Crusader only. Duh. Gosh, I am not paying attention. All right, let's salvage that. We will make him a mace. Actually, do I have any? Can I make swords? Yeah, we'll make him this sword. It's one-handed, right? Yes. Okay. We'll make him a shield. Let's make one of these. Right, he can have that and that. Amulet, I don't know if I can make one of those yet at the jeweler. So here, no, don't do that. Here.
Excellent.
And here. All right. Let's see, do I have the Templar relic? Yes. I can make one of these. The rest is jewelry to be made at the jeweler.
This will help.
Let's see, I'm pretty sure you can make some kind of jewelry at every level. So let's, oh, I can only make one ring. Well, we'll just give him garbage rings. I can make no amulets for him at the moment, so we're gonna have to wait on getting him fully equipped. I suppose I could just take an amulet off, take my amulet off and put it on him for the moment. So let's do that. He is fully equipped. Take that off of him. Let's see if that worked. Fully equip one of your followers, craft an item at the blacksmith. Let's see how far we can raise up. You are level 10, and now you have to start having the special Death's Breath ingredients, which you can't get until 70. All right, you're at 10. You're at 10. Okay. So, we have completed 3 of 10 objectives here. I think that's not quite right. It just hasn't registered these yet, so we've completed 6 of 10. The next one that we'll do is Kenai's Excellent Adventure, and then the other ones we're just gonna have to wait on. So, I will show you at some point. I'll probably come back to you with recordings of Geralt when he's about level 55 and show you my progress. Until then, I will do this in my own time, not record it, and any Diablo 3 content you see from me will be set dungeons. All right, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you are liking Geralt's journey to power. If you have been, please like this video. If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. And until then, I don't care what you do.